The Uganda National Roads Authority was formed in 2008 after government dissolved the Road Agency Formation Unit, RAFU, under the Ministry of Works and Transport. The agency was responsible for road construction and rehabilitation. However, one of the major problems was poor absorption capacity and inadequate staff. UNRA, which was expected to operate differently, later got into similar problems, and in October 2016, President Yoweri Museveni appointed former Commissioner General of Uganda Revenue Authority, Allen Kajina, to head UNRA. However, the authority is still grappling with the old problems. The Parliamentary Committee on Fiscal Infrastructure has recommended a cut in the UNRA budget in the 2018-2019 financial year by a reduction of over 151 billion shillings. UNRA failed to absorb the money in this financial year. The money has been allocated to development of district and community roads.
Delays in the final designs to provide, even when they get the procured contractors, the contractors are procured without designs.
A senior economist, Dr. Muhumuza, explains that UNRA's failure to absorb the money attracts losses, especially on borrowed funds.
You have a situation where UNRA is saying, I have balances. So why didn't they close those gaps? It is similar to what we saw in the Ministry of Health when the other day health facilities are saying we don't have drugs, and then all of a sudden government comes and says, I've expired drugs.
The deputy chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Fiscal Infrastructure, Bbaale MP George Kumama Nsamba, mentioned some of the roads where UNRA has been faulted for delays.
We visited, of course, some roads like Moroto Soroti Road, we visited Bbaale Tirinyi Road, which has been so controversial and for so long a time. It developed a lot of concerns. Musita Lumino Busia Road.
The authority has in the previous cases also complained that there are always delays in procurement processes, but $1 million question that remains is who takes responsibility for the losses incurred?
Both UNRA and Ministry of Finance really take the responsibility.
Parliament needs to get to interest itself in not just in the approval of the budget, but in the internal dynamics. We've given you this budget, how ready are you?
The committee also recommended that shillings 33 billion of the 72.2 billion allocated to standard gauge railway be cut because of slow performance in 2017-2018 financial year. The SGR project team barely used 40% of the money allocated.
For us in Uganda, we are straight, but we cannot take on Uganda when we are not sure whether the connection from Kisumu to Mombasa is actually on course.
NTV's efforts to get a comment from UNRA and the SGR project team on the implication of the budgetary cuts were fruitless. There's been demand for a complete overhaul of the procurement process for infrastructure projects to clear out delays that cause losses. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.